first point, of course, is that what should India do in this regard? You can't send back a former head of state because that calls into question your credibility. Tomorrow, anybody who comes to India, India will hand over. That means that is one. Number two is that why isn't Bangladesh, and it pains me as an Indian, in 2016, Mr. Kiren Rijiju, who was at that time Minister of State in the Home Department, or the Home Ministry rather, he said in Parliament that there are over 2 crore illegal Bangladeshis living in India. So nobody's asking for their extradition. But Sheikh Hasina, how does this play out?
Well, yes, there have been every day new cases are being filed against Sheikh Hasina in Bangladesh. Murder charges are being put. I don't think, this term genocide is being used, but the murder charges. And of course, as I told you, one has to see if there's going to be a, broad independent assessment of what really happened, in Bangladesh, beginning 15th of July and ending on 5th of August. Let me tell you that these cases, a lot of cases under Bangladesh when Sheikh Hasina was Prime Minister, there were a lot. Chittagong Arms Hall was investigated, and a lot of cases of that kind were tried. Even under the army-backed caretaker government, there had been cases against Begum Khalida Zia and cases against her son Tariq Rahman, who, as you know, is the force behind the throne in the BNP, and he, despite the verdict against him, was allowed to go to UK, and he's been living there as a refugee for 15 years. And the UK government has said nothing about that. He's there, and there have been calls from the Bangladesh government to send him back and trial, and of course, there has been nothing from the UK government about that. And he's living there 15 years, and of course, a lot of talk about who's supporting him, etc., etc. But now, when Sheikh Hasina came to India, she was given the aircraft by the army chief and came to India, and she wanted to go to UK because her sister lives there. Her sister, Sheikh Rehana, has been living in UK all along. I think she must be a British national. They allowed dual passports in Bangladesh. Sheikh Rehana's daughter, Tulip Siddiq, is actually a junior minister in the Labour government, in Keir Starmer's government. But now all kinds of questions are being brought up. That no, this is the rule. There's no such rule. It is just that they want to create the problem for Sheikh Hasina to go anywhere, to say that she has no place to hide, etc., etc. For us in India, I think Sheikh Hasina has been a good friend, and I think it depends first and foremost on what Sheikh Hasina would like to do. If she says that she would like to live in India for some time, I think there will be absolutely no problem from the Indian government side, and I think that she will be assured of a safe stay in India. We must remember that she's lived in India before, and when her father was assassinated, when Sheikh Mujib was assassinated, and the whole family was wiped out, even her youngest brother, very young children, her pregnant sister-in-law, all of them, they were killed. She and her sister Sheikh Rehana, they escaped because they were in Germany at the time. They were visiting Sheikh Hasina's husband, who's a scientist. He's passed away now. He was doing a project in Germany, and she escaped. But then she came back to India, and under Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, she was allowed to stay in India. She stayed here for many years, 5-6 years, till she went back to Bangladesh, and she was invited to take over the reins of the Awami League party, and then she went back and entered political life in Bangladesh. So I think that she is very confident of a safe stay, and I think the people of India would be very happy with that. So I don't see any kind of,
problem with that.
Yeah.